Hey guys, what's going on? So, my apologies to Jerry and the tire pressure guy. They didn't do much wrong. It's all these other jackfucks all day long who counter me on other stuff. And I just took out my wrath on Jerry and the tire guy, unfortunately. But they were the only guys who actually asked me something worthwhile about making another video for. So, anyway, hopefully that other video was entertaining and you guys had a good time. Let's see here. What are we going to talk about in this video? I was going to elaborate a little bit further. So the Porsche 911 ST, as well as the Porsche GT3 Touring, I wouldn't be surprised if they run a larger DCT filter, okay, than like the e-diff cars of Porsche, because the mechanical diff releases more debris. But see, Porsche, to the best of my knowledge, they don't have this magic trick going on that General Motors does where they want the filters to clog up quick. So Porsche doesn't care if they run a bigger filter, and the other people are saying, why don't I have the bigger filter? One, because what Porsche does is very clever. They save the mechanical diff for the top dog cars. So whereas General Motors gives it to you because it's, $50 cheaper to make, okay, on the lower car, and I'm not exaggerating you, the price from Tremec on the two different transmissions, the E-diff and the M-diff, are very, very similar. Like they're $7,000 and some change. And when I say and some change, the difference between the two is just a couple $100, General Motors' real cost. So when you're buying the Z51, you're paying the extra $7,500. I'm not faulting General Motors for trying to make extra money on the brakes, and you're also paying for a rear sway bar, which you don't need. Any of you who've ever watched any documentaries about this guy's got his hydraulic car going over here. Nice. And he was just randomly parked next to me and he's showing me. Anyway, what was I saying? Those of you who've ever watched, that's distracting. His car keeps jumping around. What was I saying? I've lost it again, what I was talking about. I gotta pull my car up here in a second. Well, I'll do it in a minute. What was I about to tell you? Oh, if you've ever watched any Gordon Murray documentaries about the T50, you'll know that it doesn't have a rear sway bar. Neither did the McLaren F1. Neither did the McLaren cars that Ayrton Senna used to race, the Formula One cars. So the whole concept of a rear sway bar being needed is completely bullshit. Completely bullshit. Because there's positive and negative trade-offs to having a rear sway bar. You need a front sway bar, but you don't need a rear sway bar if you want your back tires to hook up perfectly over bumps and turns and stuff. You don't want a sway bar. So it's really just everything that people think they know, they don't know. Like the pros know what the fuck's going on, and meanwhile there's the peons who all think they know what's going on. You get all the idiots who quote Randy Pobst and his track alignment, and then the first thing I ask him is, oh, what did Randy Pobst say about the rear caster? There is no rear caster because Randy Pobst says there's no rear caster. Oh, I assure you there's rear caster. Randy Pobst is too fucking stupid to know it's there. So, well, then I just leave it alone. No, you can't just leave it alone, because when you set your camber and your toe, it automatically knocks the rear caster out of alignment, either one of those that you touch. Nuh-uh. Randy Pobst is the race car driver, Brandon. You know nothing. That's all I get done hearing all day long from these people. So, anyway, let's see here. What was I going to tell you? I'll shut this off. So anyway, so yeah, 34 PSI. In the rain, it's better to go on up to 35 or 36, but then bring it back down. But see, the thing is, General Motors' logic is flawed. They say, well, we do it this way so that our technicians set it to the proper spot. That way, when you drive away, your car raises and it's all perfect. Yeah, well, there's just one problem with that. Like Chuck at Coghlan, for instance, when he sets my PSI to 32 or whatever the fuck General Motors says to set it to, then when you go out of the service department and it's wintertime, you're down into the 20s and your car hydroplanes. So General Motors didn't think about that. So instead of put it, if General Motors wants to leave all their other jargon there, and then like put a little star at the very bottom and say, or adjust to 34 to 35 psi once you're up to speed for the day. If it's snowing out, 35, 36. If it's hot out, whatever, 34 psi. Okay. If you're at the racetrack, 34 psi once you get up to temperature. Always recorrect to get back to 34 psi. The 35, 36 bows the tire out a little bit, and it makes it so it displaces water or snow a little bit better. Anyway, figured I'd just kind of go over those things a little bit. My apologies to Jerry and the tire guy, whoever the tire guy was. It's just, there are so many fucking people who think that they can come in here and talk shit, and they have no fucking clue what they're talking about. And then they want me to explain everything all to them again in a comment, and it's just like, no. So that's more what that video was about. It wasn't so much that Jerry and the tire guy did anything wrong. It's for all the rest of you to think twice before you start writing these dumbass fucking comments at me. It's like, really think about what I'm saying, because I'm not stupid. Okay, I have a lot of experience. I know what the fuck's going on, or else I'd be dead by now at the speeds that I drive around turns and such. So, anyhow, and for those of you finally keeping up, the things that I explained about the mechanical diff DCT, about the bigger filter and the cooling, that's what we're doing. That's why I bought the that's why I bought the C8 DCT. Oh boy, Mickey Mouse. I mean, are you guys fucking so stupid that just none of this registers what I'm doing? I'm sorry. It just anyway, I'll shut up. See ya.